Despite the critical and commercial failure that it was, I love the Virtual Boy. I made a video on the system once before I shifted my focus on the channel. In short, I bought mine for $25 on clearance at EB Games in the mid-90s. I really liked it, but I didn't appreciate it back then as much as I do now. Eventually, I sold it, or maybe I just let it collect dust until my parents got rid of it. I honestly don't remember at this point, but what I do remember is just how incredible the system seemed at the time. I understand that Nintendo missed the mark with it, making a lot of decisions that in retrospect doomed it to fail. The monochromatic display, having to sit down to play it, not being able to wear it like modern day headsets, a failure of third-party support, the list goes on. And so I didn't have one for a really long time, but I always remembered the feeling of playing what felt like groundbreaking games back then. Titles like Vertical Force, Teleroboxer, and Wario Land were ahead of their time. A lot of videos have been made about them. If you haven't ever played them, go watch a playthrough or play them via emulation. You'll see that some games, especially Wario Land, which is arguably the best game on the system, still hold up. Yes, it is worth your time to play Wario Land on the Virtual Boy in 2024. I've managed to collect a few games for it, including said Wario Land and Mario Clash, Vertical Force, and Mario Tennis. Another game that deserves a special mention is Jak Brothers. Developed by Atlus, it remains a standout if you ask me. Jak Brothers is a unique and engaging game that has garnered a cult following over the years, and because of this, unfortunately, it has become quite expensive. If you're a collector, be prepared to shell out a significant amount of money to get your hands on a copy. Despite its high price, it's a testament to the quality and innovation Atlus brought to the system. If you ever get the chance to play it, don't miss out. Like I said, Nintendo made a lot of decisions about the system that really, in retrospect, doomed it to fail. They never released an extension cable to connect the two systems together, at least not officially. You can find third-party ones nowadays, but no first-party ones. They also scrapped the idea of releasing a harness to wear the system, which honestly, I think if they had, it would have made a huge difference in people's willingness to play the system. As you can see here, my system is in pretty good condition. It's not perfect. I definitely could do a better job of keeping it clean, that's for sure. The eyepiece does accumulate a little bit of lint and dust, as you can see. I did clean it off before I started filming it, but there is still some lint that's in there. It's just really hard to keep it clean. You can see that there is some tearing around the nose portion of the eye cover. I'm pretty sure that's the worst of the damage it came with. The controller is another thing that really stands out about the system. It's one of the only symmetrical controllers out there. It's also interesting that it doesn't have analog sticks, even though all the games are supposed to be in 3D. You can see that I could do a better job of keeping mine clean. There's some dust underneath the D-pads. There's also no triggers. There's these buttons on the back, but they're not the triggers we would think of today. It is also where you house the battery pack or the AC adapter. The power button for the system is also on the controller, which is a unique setup. But other than that, the controller's in pretty good working order. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Virtual Boy. Again, I really enjoyed having one as a kid. I really enjoy having one as an adult. And while they are pricey nowadays, it's definitely worth still playing those games, even if it's via emulation. You will miss out on the 3D effect, but they're still worth your time. What about you? Have you ever played the Virtual Boy? Did you own one as a kid? Are you old enough to have ever even known that it existed? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.